the relations better, drastically better, and
Yeah. I think a lot of Koreans view comfort women. So there was that statement was strongly criticized by the Korean public, and because of that irreversibility clause, the expression of irreversible, that this dispute is and that's like one of the main reason for the strong opposition to that statement. And
about the 2015 agreement.
Yeah.
But the clause is also inserted in the 1965 agreement.
Yes, but the 1965 agreement did not in the travel purport of the 1965 agreement did not mention comfort women. So, we also have a constitutional court decision in 2011.
That's right.
That,
I know.
That it recognized that there is a dispute whether it includes comfort women or not.
And the court said that the administration should devote their diplomatic way to do so, and the result is 2050 agreement.
Yeah, but I think a lot of general public did not accept it, did not view it as a correct way, because this is I'm talking more about internal issue of that statement in Korea, because that effort was not consulted anyone of the comfort women, and it's not a very victim focused approach.
Right. But the problem for Japanese people, it's internal matter actually.
The Koreans should deal with Korean government.
So then the previous president have some. The scandal of the President Park is rather unfortunate event for Japanese government, because the Japanese government don't know at all. If the President Park received all the responsibility to stabilize the internal matter, it's all right, and the Japanese government can't do nothing. Actually, there is no way. If the government Japan try to do something, it must be the violation of the intervening of the politician. Violation of the intervention. So the government of Japan can't find how to negotiate. What should we do? The position, and the more complicated, more complicating element is the UN decisions. The UN decision is more in favor of the victims. Of course, it's all right. It's all right. It's all good things, I think. Not only as a member of the committee, but also as an academics. But as a matter of fact, the situation is made more complicated by the UN decisions.
I noticed that too, because I think it brought more resistance from Japan. As a factual matter, it's very heartbreaking. I mean, it kind of attacked the national pride of
that's right.
Of Japan, and that brought even more resistance from.
Counter
influence. Yes. Because I noticed a lot of treaty bodies made a recommendation, and it's an exceptional level. But it's the counter reaction was also the right-wing group also comes,
and it's very less productive activities, and actually people say that they are exhausted
to this issue.
By this issue.
I think for Koreans, in emotional term, I think Koreans always say they want real apology. But also what is important for Korean victims is the legal recognition of responsibility, which seems to always be forgotten. So I think for Koreans, Koreans were not satisfied with the 2015 statement and such. In that sense.
Maybe my general question is that do you think the Korean people are thinks more important of moral than law? Moral or ethics is more important than law.
Than law.
Than law.
Oh, well, we first don't. I think both in this issue. I think both are important. The moral meaning, because Korean victims are always demanding the apology, and that's coming from that moral sense. And while they also argue for legal, not just
but as for legal
consoling.
You have said that the 2015 agreement is not acceptable for most of the Korean, but based on moral feeling, is it?
It's not.
Do you think that it's also legally defects? Are there any legal difficulties in 2015 agreement?
I think that document was not even don't even enjoy the legal status.
Okay. Actually,
it's not like a treaty. For 65, that one was treaty, but this one was a statement. So like Kono statement, something like it's
Kono
more.
statement is just
It's more like universal,
national and unilateral statement. But the 2015 is the first of.
So I think Koreans don't really consider it as a legal agreement between the two governments. Although there was a so there's an issue of a legal status about that statement, and probably internationally and domestically as well. So I understand that when I checked the follow-up procedure of HRC, that statement was considered to be a positive effort of the Japanese government, and that's one of the reasons why they received better evaluation compared to death penalty or Daio Kangoku. So it's like interesting topic. Very, very hard. It's even hard for me to ask about women issue to Japanese people, interviewees. Yes. So, so I kind of try to sense if it's okay to ask or, yeah.
By the way, you are living in U.S. now?
Yes, it's been 3 years that I lived in U.S. for the degree.
And now that I thought that for you it's quite difficult to come to Japan, but are you temporarily traveling to Korea and Japan? Or?
No, I do only phone interviews with Koreans, and I meet Japanese.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's more important for me to meet people to understand more about Japan because I'm Korean.
I see. It's more important, or especially we have to use the not mother tongue.
Yeah. It's also, and I mean, I am biased. I have more experience in Korea than in Japan.
That's right. I see.
So that's why I'm having more interviews in Japan too.
So you're staying 2 weeks or something?
Yeah. 17 days.
17 days. Great.
I have a small present for you.
I'm gonna. Great.